without that, right? I mean, it's totally different dynamic. So you should have both. Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, that's the way I see it. Private's a scam unless you're having surgery. Private is really good for people that have a lot of income and they can afford higher quality service. But public healthcare is generally good for most people for most things, right? It's like for 90% of problems and reasons that you would need to go to the doctor. You don't really need a specialist. You don't need a wizard. You just need somebody to prescribe you. Take this, or oh, you have high blood pressure. Try to take this, right, or something like that. So yeah. It's like car work. Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, most things for cars are pretty simple. Very rarely do you have to rebuild the whole engine. And so that's how I see it. And convince me how insurance isn't a Ponzi scheme. I really wish I could. But yeah, I can't either. And so yeah, I'm not a fan of insurance at all. I don't like it, but yeah, that's pretty much the way I feel about it. Didn't get notification. Well, I feel like a lot of people did because there's a lot of people that are watching. So like, I don't know. Sometimes notifications don't go out for whatever reason. So yeah, I mean, free healthcare is great, but I pay 47% in taxes. Wow, the only I don't know how much I pay in taxes. I'm not sure, but I think I'm somewhere around 35 to 40%. I believe. I'd have to really just go back and think about it. But yeah, to be somewhere around there. Wiper 13%.
Did we summon him?
Amount, and that's not even counting like sales tax and other things like that.
It's around that.
But yeah. Healthcare insurance US was good for 70 years ago. Blue Cross had very thin profit margins. Yeah, I think that a lot of places, and here's really the issue, right, is that
5, 4,
like publicly traded companies
3,
and like all of the excess
2,
wealth that creates,
1.
that's not going back into the business to really lower costs for the user, right? It's just giving people more money. So yeah, I'm very much against you know, health insurance and the health system in the U.S. I feel like almost everybody is, but you know, for some reason it just keeps going on. But yeah, it looks like they caught this guy. Sir, we're gonna need to see your ID. Oh god, this sounds made up as shit. Yeah, I wonder if that's actually him. I don't believe it. It's too convenient. The Patsy will pin him to save face and convince the public that they can't get away with it. I don't know, man. Using a fake ID at McDonald's even mean. I feel like what's so weird about people that are latching onto this fake ID thing,
the crystal trap.
It's that, like, well, what about like the guns and like 4 other fake IDs and a manifesto, right? Like, people latch onto one thing and they're like, oh, what about this? Well, what about everything else, right? And so, yeah.
Crystal trap.
Weird is using an ID at McDonald's. Well, it might not be explained thoroughly. I have no idea. What I'm assuming is probably like if this did happen, there's a lot of places, especially in PvP servers like Chicago. There are places where there's an officer on site at a McDonald's. So like, for example, like I lived and like I went to a PvP server high school, right? And we had like a number of places around the high school that you know, kids would eat at lunch. And those are like, you know, separate contested zones, and they had officers and guards around even at like the Dairy Queen, right? There's somebody at there's a cop there waiting for something to go wrong. And it will. No way. That's it. McLovin it. Yeah, it's a contested zone. And that's the way I see it.
Enraging
here. That employee probably recognized the perpetrator and asked to ID him. I don't know. I mean, it could have been a bunch of different things. I'd probably wait for more information. But yeah, big surprise this guy's gonna get
Are we
caught.
this
I mean,
good?
I feel like shooting somebody down in like cold blood in front of everybody. Really hard to get away with that. Should have used a rifle or something like that.
Oh, was the boss on normal?
Yes, obviously.
Great wife, guys.
Holy
great wife.
Okay.
Can I get a McDouble? Yeah,
Did someone figure it out?
Exactly, right? I'd say it's way too convenient. It's worse than a manifesto. Why didn't he leave one initially? It feels a bit strange.
Like,
maybe he was trying to.
Yeah, first I was like, why should we wipe? But with that into parsing.
Let's try again. You know, like that's what I would think, right? If I was crazy.
I need 30 seconds before I can.
Wonder what his order was.
That's
a good one.
Man, that was.
That's a really good one. Maybe McDonald's can.
I think Londrian's supposed to die as well, so
maybe they can do like, you know, they had like the Travis Scott meal, and I think they had like one for like, I don't know, it was like LeBron James or Kai or somebody like that, and maybe they can have one for the shooter too, right? It's like, yeah, can I get him? Can I get a United Healthcare CEO like killer fucking meal? It's like a McFlurry and 6 McNuggets with ketchup. Yeah, the murder meal. Yeah, that's perfect. I love it. PC Gamer added again. So I saw this.
So
PC
well.
Gamer. Guess what happened with PC Gamer? Blizzard cut him a check and it cleared. Path of Exile 2 is great, but it can't match the dopamine hit of a good Diablo 4 loot drop. Build variety is great, but I need more juicy loot. I'm about 20 hours into PoE 2 and all my gear sucks. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe that's because you suck? I'm wearing clothes even a zombie would refuse to wear with bonuses. I'm not even sure I can tell we're doing anything. Yeah, I think this guy sucks. Guys, I think he's bad. Maybe he didn't play it. Yeah. So what? Yeah, this is the game. Like, you don't know what stats you have. You know what? This is my biggest tip. Okay. And I hope that what's this guy's name? Tyler. I hope Tyler hears this. You need to check the vendors every time that you level up. You need to check the vendors every time because they reset on a level up. So as soon as that happens, you need to go check them again and make sure that you're keeping up with your gear.
Figured.
That's the main thing that a lot of people don't have. And I've done this like that staff that I got that had like a ton of spell power and +3 lightning. That staff, I got it off the vendor. Well, actually, I got it off the vendor at blue, and then I regaled and exalted it like once each time, right? But that's it. I'll probably finish the rest of it later.
1.
And break pots and jars. I don't even do that, but yeah. The best upgrades have been from vendors. Yeah, exactly.
Crystal
like
trap.
I got another really good upgrade from a vendor before that too. You're right. And so anyway, let's go back over here. And
Face rage.
when Blizzard cut most of the miscellaneous stats out of the game, the value of items shot up. Instead of trying to figure out if it damages into targets matters,
Where'd you get,
you can
Boomer?
glean how powerful an item is within seconds. Almost everything has max life and some kind of damage increase on it. And even then, even though they're more rare than they were before the release of the expansion, legendary items will give you a jolt of dopamine when they drop. Basically, every item has some kind of value to you in Diablo 4, even several hours into the season.
Wait, phase 2.
Even several hours, so like you're basing it off. Okay, PoE 2's approach is to flood you with bunk options until you finally find something good. The problem is I've only found a few things that have neatly slotted into my build. Most of the stuff that I find is garbage for an entirely different class. One of the first unique items I found was a bow, which went straight to my stash since I refused to play anything but a spellcaster. I want to watch this. I feel like if you post a review or anything critical of a video game, you should be legally required to post unedited raw gameplay of your playthrough. Because I don't look. What do you mean? So let me get this straight. You're having a hard time with gear as a spellcaster. What are you doing?
Crystal trap.
Just do it right. What are you talking about? Verified reviewers. Yes, that'd be great. Yeah, it should be a legal obligation. And I now realize how smart it was of Blizzard to lock Diablo 4's loot to your class so that you can actually because you can buy and trade things to other people. Like when I got a really good item for like a mercenary, I saved it for if I wanted to make a mercenary. Like that's a good thing.
Trap.
Like how many of you guys got a really good item like low level for like another class, and it made you want to play that other class? Like that's the way it's supposed to work. That's the way it's designed. That's the purpose. That's the point. So yes.
He's coming with it now.
I don't get how people don't understand this. PoE 2 is admittedly a very different game than Diablo 4 when it comes to building your character. Oh, this guy has Fists of Fate equipped. I mean, whenever I played the game, this was a garbage. This is a terrible item.
Oh.
Do people use this?
Tank.
Yep.
Just wipe it.
It's good now? Oh, is it good? Okay, yeah, that's why I was asking. Fire damage, increased fire damage, regen life, ignites enemies, use spread to other enemies that stay within 1.5 meters for 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't think that's really that good. Okay, so now we have his
try
character.
a new strategy by letting the tanks live.
You fucking idiot. You fucking dumbass. What's this? What's this? You don't want this.
That's
what are you doing?
Out of the box thinking.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why are you
I don't
doing
think it'll work.
this? And this is a mana ring. You don't need a mana
I
ring. You need a
think
resist
we
ring.
were too focused
What do you?
on
I'm
Yeah,
d-
I'm never
other
really
stuff.
getting chopped
second
off.
weapon. He's got no second weapon on, and I don't understand it. Yeah, even with this article, PoE is going to be more successful. Yes, he's still waiting for the unique ring. Yeah, like what are you expecting is going to happen here? PoE, admittedly, very different game than Diablo. Every class isn't really a class at all. You can be a witch with a crossbow or a monk with a shield. The passage tree lets you do what you want. However, it's tuned behind the scenes isn't quite cutting it and leaves you playing for long stretches without finding anything remotely powerful.
So well.
Oh yeah, you had an immolation trap on you, which increases your damage taken.
Yeah, and the last one I had.
Yeah. But on the first one, it was just pure.
I just don't get the second one because I have AMS up in it also, and normally I can clear all the traps with AMS. Doesn't really make sense.
He's not wrong there. Yeah. And sounds like a skill issue.
It's
I
like
think
3
it's
traps
true.
for AMS,
I
but
don't.
I don't know why.
So,
actually
and
got
this goes
faster.
back to the triangle thing that I was talking about before. Is if
How
you
long
make
does
all
AMS
loot
last?
interesting,
5
you
seconds?
are
Four-
still
four-
going to
four-
have a
7
bias, a
seconds.
selection bias.
And
Of
usually you
all
can
of
clear
the
like
top
3
loot
traps
is
with
still
it.
going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
you popped it
It doesn't
4.6
matter how
seconds
you
before died.
recalibrate it, because if
Yeah, it was a
90%
lot. Now the
of the
first
loot
death
is interesting,
somehow
then
Tessa
you're
didn't
already
heal
going
too
to have
intense.
it
The
within a
second
small
death
period of
actually
time, and then
kind of
you're
broke
only going
down.
to be
I
looking
took
at
the trap
small
damage like 3.4
modifications on
before I died,
upgrades.
and it was
Like that's the way it
4.6.
works. It's just
Yeah,
psychology.
so like 1
I
second
don't understand
after
why
you took
people
it.
don't understand. Like they
Yeah, we
don't
also
get
had to
this.
less healing on the.
So
on the
yeah,
tank.
I'd much
Yeah.
rather not get flooded with small increments of loot. Yeah, of course, all loot interesting equals all loot trash. Yeah, it's because like in Diablo 4, this is the way that I felt about it. I think that if you play a season in Diablo 4 for 20 hours, I don't know about probably might. It's hard to say.
Let's go.
But like, you probably or might get more out of it than PoE 2. But if you play it for
Right in the middle
50
of X and
hours
cheese
or
dinner.
100 hours or anything beyond that, you're going to get way more out of PoE 2. Like, way, way more. And so, also, crafting in PoE is
No
a
cats
very good,
feeding,
rewarding
please.
thing. Yeah, it is. It can be, right? And so, I think that, like, if you're playing super casually and you're only putting, like, 10 to 20 hours into a league, like, for the entire league before you stop playing, then yeah, stick with
gotta let
Diablo
people
3
instead
or
of
Diablo
that
4.
recast.
What's the difference, right? But like if you're looking for a long-term, long-form experience that takes
Crystal
time
Trap.
in order to like get your character geared and do everything, then that's whenever
Face
PoE
rage.
comes in, and that's the real content, right? So I don't want to make you go more into crafting. I played 2 acts and I barely got any crafting mats or good rare items. I think they should add more crafting materials as well. I think so too. Tyler Culp, more like Tyler
Yeah,
Cope. Coping that Diablo 4 isn't
Crystal
fucking
Trap.
dead. What are you talking about? What do you
Slow
mean that you're having problems getting gear? You're playing a fucking wizard. Just be good. It's the easiest class. I played it yesterday. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's so fucking easy. Stall joke? Oh, did I honestly, I thought that one up myself, but I'm pretty sure it's not really a high tier way to think. Whole
Crystal
reason why
Trap.
being a Diablo 4 seasons never get stale is how flexible the early game can be. You could be playing crossbow rogue and stumble into unique dagger that triples your damage of your melee abilities. Drop in a little bit of gold and swapping your skills around, and you get to
DC,
ride the
or what
wave
is
of
it?
power of a
Since he's
few
still
for
standing out.
another hours. See, like, I don't think this is good. PoE 2 seems to reserve a lot of this for players
Face
that are way
rage.
deeper into the game. Maybe that's a good thing with how complex it is.
Crystal
Having
Trap.
the time
Slow
to
ripping.
learn and understand what
Slow
is and
ripping.
isn't valuable, homework for what
Ah, you
comes
got
later,
it.
but the
Nice.
simplicity of Diablo 4's build crafting allows loot to feel more powerful as soon as you start playing because it's easy to adapt your character on the fly. Yep, that's right. And I think that he's totally right about that, and that's a good thing. PoE 2 is not meant to immediately reward you with every single thing, every single second, constantly,
Crystal
you
Trap.
know, nonstop. That's
Face
just not the
rage.
way it was intended, and that's a good thing, by the way. Huge good thing. So I'm glad to see, I'm glad to see more people that are like speaking out against this because it's so ridiculous.
Brian, slow
Let's go. We'll read a few comments here, right? And how much did Activision Blizzard pay for this article? Was there ever a time, maybe in the 90s, when gamers actually respected PC Gamer? Does the loot drop need some improvements? Maybe, but the satisfaction that comes with it. Getting a piece you needed far outweighs the top gear that hits at Diablo 4 all the time. I played both, and I'm a first-timer for PoE 2. It's a vastly superior game in almost every way. Paid for by Big Blizzard. There we go.
Us.
I thought this was a meme. No, unfortunately, it's not. For these people, it's their reality. So yeah, I don't know what to say.
Well, then ask Jedwin to clear the traps for you.
Wow.
Yeah, go clear them.
And they stealth buffed the drop rates today. Way more drops than the weekend. Yeah, I don't know. I played last night, and I was getting like, I didn't think the loot was a problem anyway.
Jedwin.
Like I played PoE in closed beta, PoE 1, and like I played original Diablo 3. I don't think people understand what happens when you ask for more loot.
Trap.
Like, I don't think that what they believe happens. And people don't understand the psychological effects of, like, adding in more rewards. That's my opinion. Like, I could be wrong, and I think that
when we have a double crystal prison
this is really
on
important.
our spot, we cannot
try
cast through it because that's an LOS, bro.
People say
so we
they
have
need
to
more
move
loot.
towards
Let's
you,
add in more loot.
and you
Let's
have
see
to
how players react to
turn
it.
the boss
Okay,
towards
players
the
say they want more
open area.
currency. Let's add in more
but when the
currency.
boss
Let's see how they react
starts
to
at
it.
blue, and if you
It's
move
a
towards
testing
the yellow,
period
you
for
gotta
the game
a bit
for
to the
good
left
reason.
also.
Right? Try everything. Attempt everything.
Who weren't cinders and who weren't embers?
Personally, less loot, more meaningful loot, better currency. So I want them to keep loot the same, maybe increase like drops off of like uniques and bosses a little bit, right? Other than that, keep the loot the same, make the items more meaningful, and then also give people more currency. That, in my opinion, is the solution. Right? That's what I think the solution is. That's my viewpoint, right? Solid opinion. Yeah, boy. Items are fine. I think they're fine.
Onion should go do the quest so you can start siphoning.
I'm actually going to type this
Does it take long?
I think a lot of people forget
done siphoning, by the way.
about this or don't keep up with it, but if you're having loot problems, make sure you're checking the vendors every time you level up, because that resets them. Most of the upgrades I've gotten have been from vendors. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why more people don't do that. That's a problem, though. Well, it's just that people don't really... It's the best way to get gear. Like, so, I'll show you real quick. I want to show you 2 items just to show you how powerful vendors are. Okay? Actually, never mind. I have 4 items to show you, not 2. Wait, I actually have 5 items to show you, not 2. I'm going to show you how good these items are. Okay? Now, I did exalt some of these items, and so they're a little bit better than they initially were, but the most important core stats on them were from vendors. Okay, so this item right here, I bought from a vendor, and it had +3 lightning spells, and it had spell damage on it. And then I exalted it, I regaled it to have lightning damage, and I exalted it to have critical spell damage, right? This is an item that I looted off of a vendor. This item right here, I purchased off of a vendor as well. I bought that item. This item, that one was not... No, I looted that one. And then let's go back. We're going to look at... where is it? I also looted this right here. I bought this off of a vendor yesterday. It gives me +1 to all minion skills. And it's an amulet. I bought this straight off of a fucking vendor. It gets even better. So, this staff right here, this staff right here, at the very beginning of the game, I bought this off of a vendor. And at the time, it had +2 to fire skills, and I think it had spell damage on it. This allowed me to beat the first bosses with almost no effort whatsoever. This was an insane, for level 3, a +2 and spell damage. Then I went to another vendor, and I got this one right here for lightning skills, because I wanted to use lightning instead, because I was using Spark.
Get a summon?
Then I bought
yeah.
this one off of a vendor as well. +2 lightning skills with 62% spell damage. Then I went to a vendor before that, and I got 2 of these. Both of them with +1 level to all spell skills, and I can use this on any character. Every one of these items I purchased off of a fucking vendor.
Summon.
So if you're having a hard time with the game, you need to use the fucking vendors. Don't gamble. Do not gamble. It's not worth it, I don't think. Unless you're really, really far behind. People are 100% sleeping on vendors. Yeah, I really wish people knew about that. That's bad game design. I actually completely disagree with you. I think it's good game design. And I think, if anything, we could argue about whether it's good or bad, but I don't think either one of us can like really prove one way or another. I think it's neutral game design, and I think it's better than not. So yeah, it gives a purpose for money. Yeah, I think it's good. And I don't think it makes the game worse. Anyway, PC Gamer, they need to get people that review and write these articles who understand these games. Stop. Please stop making these fucking articles and having people write them that don't understand the games. It's such a mistake, man. Get actual fucking gamers? Well, no, you don't need to get an actual, because each gamer is going to be a gamer about different games. So just because somebody's really good at Valorant doesn't mean they should write an article about PoE 2. So yeah, new Souls game called Covenant looks very promising. I heard about that. I'm going to look at it later on today.
Let him go straight a bit more, then start hitting the right leg.
Not just focusing on PoE 2 as a whole. I think it's fine comparing it personally.
And start hitting the right leg, please.
Let's see here. I'll look at the rest of it. Lamal, if you're stressed at work, you're fired. What's this? Dear team, recently we conducted a survey to understand your feelings about stress at work. Many of you shared your concerns, which we deeply value and respect. As a company committed to fostering a healthy and supportive work environment, we have carefully considered the feedback to ensure that no one remains stressed at work. We have made the difficult decision to part ways with employees who indicated significant stress. This decision is effective immediately, and impacted employees will receive further details separately. Thank you for your contributions.
Start hitting the left
Best
leg.
regards.
A bit more on the left leg. Very good, very good. He's turning.
Well, how about
straight
that?
Into the point volcanoes.
There you go.
Make him go straight the moment he's a bit turned.
It's probably fake, guys.
Like now,
it's probably fake.
It out.
But it's just funny. It is very fucking funny. So yeah, it's definitely illegal. I'm pretty sure it is too. But
and
it's
the
certainly funny.
left
it's
leg
on the news.
now.
Maybe,
I'll
I don't
hit it.
know.
Let's make him turn to the other
we'll
volcanoes.
See. That's why every survey, every company
that's
issues single
very
survey
good. Make him
full
go
lies.
straight. Make him go
Never be
straight.
honest at work. Always lie, misrepresent your experience,
bit more on the right leg,
your
bit
resume,
more on the right leg.
Embellish and exaggerate things as much as you can. You need to think about, so like whenever you're at work,
it's almost, yeah, we need to make him turn. We just missed it.
You're not in a raid.
Everything on the right leg, let's make him turn a big turn. Big
and
60
you need
turn,
to
please.
be there looking out for yourself all the time.
A
all
lot
the
more on the
time.
right
Yeah,
leg,
bro,
please.
you're not, this isn't a raid, it's not a cooperative game. Yeah, you might have some people help you here and there, but you gotta be out for yourself, man. And if you're not out for yourself,
Once he's turned,
nobody else will
and
be.
he steps on the volcano, make him go straight.
HR.
He needs
Let's
to cross
see
the entire room to the other one.
If you won't satisfy my standards and
Good,
interest in
even
gaming,
it out,
then
on the bit
satisfy
on the
my
left.
stomach and flip burgers. My money, my rules. Yeah, put the fries in
On
the
the
bag,
left,
bro.
let's make him go full
Game
left
devs
and
need
then
to call out gamers
make him
more
go
often.
right.
This needs to be popular practice. Gamers cry way too much and feel too entitled.
Good,
Well,
even
if
it
you
out a
wanna
bit,
call out
make him go
gamers
step on
as
the
an
volcano,
advocate
then
of
all
free
on the right
speech,
foot.
I think that you absolutely should do that. But if you do that, you need to realize that you will be alienating a huge
And
amount of
start
your
hitting
audience,
the right foot. He
and
needs
you
to
will
hit that
cause
active
people
volcano.
to boycott and not play your game. So if you want to do that, go ahead.
Marcus
Fuck
up?
around
Yes,
and find out. But
Make him go straight.
the fact is
Make
that
him go
if you're in
straight.
an industry
It's
where you
important to hit that
constantly
volcano
find
before we
yourself at
phase him.
odds with your consumer base, maybe you're in the wrong industry.
Good, good,
And I
good. Make him
wonder
go
if these people
straight.
have ever considered this. It's like if you're a vegan, my advice isn't to go work at a steakhouse.
Bit on the left, bit
so
on the left,
if you don't
bit on the
like
left,
the way
and
video
then
games
it's
are, you don't like the
are on
culture
the left
around
leg.
video games,
Keep in turning.
why are you
Just
working and
focus on
making
the
video
left leg into the
games?
face. It should be any moment now.
What the hell are you talking about? What are you doing?
Nuts.
It's
yeah.
like you think about it, it's just such a ridiculous thing. They want to change it to suit their own agenda. That's fine, but don't be surprised when people push back against
in the end.
it. I mean,
Good job,
damn.
all.
You gotta know that's gonna happen.
1.
Changing it from
Place
within.
a banner.
Well, if you try to change things, don't be surprised when you attract the animosity of people who liked how they were. Entitled game devs think that they're owed the money. When are we going to address toxicity in the video game industry? Well, we already are. CEOs are addressing it themselves by firing these people in record numbers. Every single game studio is like the Hunger Games at this point, right? Or maybe Squid Game, I don't know which one. But basically everybody's sitting there waiting to figure out who's going to get fired next. So I don't think this is really going to matter, because these people, and this is what I said about Avowed, the people that are like trying to add in like pronouns and like make the game, it's the same thing with Dragon Age Veilguard. There was a lot of good people that worked on Dragon Age Veilguard. Like, not every single person there was some weird, psychotic, like, gender-obsessed, like, blue-haired SJW, right? That wasn't all of them, right? There were a lot of just normal, good people that worked on that game. And in the process of that, who cares? Well, who knows? Well, here's the point, right? Is that all of those people, their life and their job prospects are made worse because of the actions of these people. And that's what I find to be funny about it more than anything. It's that all of these actions and everything, they end up actually hurting the people they're trying to help. And they hurt the other people in their company. Gamer lives matter. That's true, man. And this topic again, yeah, there you go. Chew.com, so like working for Squid Games? Yeah, exactly, right? And let's see here. And too many yes ma'am people worked on Concord. Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, that's what's
on the
going
left,
on.
Bert.
Interviewer, you worked on Dragon Age Veilguard. Yeah, uh-oh. It's not good. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And so if these people want to call out their own player base and try to guilt trip their own player base into giving them money, well, they're going to be out of a job soon, and nobody's going to care. And actually, that's not true. People will care. They'll laugh at it, and they'll enjoy it happening. They'll enjoy watching it happen. So it's that simple. Shoving their mental illness down everyone's throat.
Do you want to do some loot before this boss?
That's it. And they're weird as fuck. I think so too. How mad do you think Concord people are seeing how good Marvel Rivals is doing?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, the people that worked on that game were just shitty. Like, everything about the game was shitty. So, yeah, I don't know how you could even expect that to happen. And did you see they potentially caught the CEO killer? I did. I saw it a little bit earlier. But yeah, I'm so glad he's done with WoW. The reason why I'm not playing it anymore, here's another really big reason. It's because nobody wants to watch it on YouTube. So why would I invest a huge amount of my time doing something that I don't personally enjoy? For what purpose? Like, maybe so I get more viewers on Twitch? Who cares? Really, who cares? It doesn't matter. It's like totally meaningless. That's one thing, like, I feel like Twitch is probably the... It's probably the platform that is the most, like, transient. Like, there are people that are really popular on Twitch, and then after, like, a year of, like, not posting or, like, losing popularity, nobody likes them anymore, and nobody knows who they are. So, I think that's really the way I see it, is that in a lot of cases, you have people that are trying to, they're, like, trying to hold on to the relevance, and it's just much better to do something like that on YouTube. I couldn't imagine focusing always on Twitch and trying to make sure that, Twitch viewership is really high. I think it's a big mistake.
I hope you know what side you're on.
Wait, how do you? No one likes me and they know who I am? Yeah, there you go, right? And you reacting and talking is 100x better than when you game? Well, I think a lot of people like different things, right? Sure, and I'm going to do different things.
Crazy.
But ultimately, like playing like long-form video games that are like slow and boring, in a lot of cases, they're not really fun to watch.
Kill him.
And if something isn't fun to watch, then why would I be doing it? A lot of it got a lot of his viewers back when he came back to Twitch. How many people does he have watching? He's got 12,000 people watching. I mean, I'd say that's pretty good. Let's be honest, that is pretty good. Waking up in 0-0. Okay, so he's probably gonna like wake up and go again. But either way, yeah, I mean that's good for him. Also, like everybody, so I've been seeing this a lot. A lot of people are coming back to Twitch. He had 56K last night. Yeah, but he was doing that with like a stream with Connor, so they had the combined viewership, right? It's like he had that many viewers. They both collectively had that many viewers. But he did have a lot of people watching him, right? They had like 20-something thousand people watching him. I think that a lot of people are going to come back to Twitch because Twitch is a platform like YouTube and Kick and I think Rumble. Unless you're doing political content on Rumble, it is really, really hard to build an audience on any of these other platforms. And Twitch does have a natural audience of people that are like more in tune with like the rest of social media. So it's better to build a brand on there, and that's why people keep going there. And so it's fun to watch. Behavior in game scenarios? Yeah, not for me, right? And Twitch is getting popular again.
Meteor.
Well, is Twitch getting popular again? I feel like Twitch has been popular. It's just that other people have been talking about those other platforms. And like, if you have people that are paid millions of dollars to go somewhere, I wouldn't really say the platform's popular. I'd say $1 million is popular, right? So that's how I'd see it. And so Dr. Disrespected 4K viewers on Rumble. Well, that's because people are still watching him on YouTube, right? And so it's not really a big deal. I think Twitter might be a big one. I've seen Nick Merckx having 150K viewers every time he streams. No, because you're looking at, and this is a big problem, people conflate concurrent viewership and total viewership a lot. So he might have 150,000 concurrent people that have watched, but total people that have watched, but the amount of people that are actively watching at any given time is not 150,000. It's two different numbers. So yeah, Kingdom Comes 2 developers pissing off the right people. I could say a few things about Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I'm too polite. I will say stupid comparing yourselves to a franchise. It's on its 4th title release and still going this strong despite past failures. We'll see if Kingdom Come will make it there with the same numbers. I suggest...
Shit, I'm dead.
I suggest not talking until then. Past failures.
Oh, I got it
What
again.
past failures did Kingdom Come Deliverance have? Is this person inventing things? I feel like they are. Yeah, I think they're a little unreasonable here, huh? Let me take a look at the next one. A genuine way of celebration would have been only sharing your results and going, wow, I didn't expect these numbers. Thank you, everyone. Instead of you choose to compare to make your happiness fake. I grew up in a world where competition is a good thing.
Second moon.
Yeah, he didn't grow up a bitch. What's the rest of this? Let me see the last one here. It's so small. Oh, there we go. You're a loser. Did you have to cannibalize other studios to survive, or were you just bored? Yeah, I'm a loser. Tell me about it. And like, I don't know what car this is. This Bentley, like, I don't know what the B stands for. Yeah, he's got a really nice car. Of course it is.
Get away from middle.
And I think that Twitter users, it's really sad. The biggest douchebag car. Well, hey, if you make a good game and you can afford it, good for you, man. That's the way I see it. These people just can't handle Eastern European folks. Too much time spent on safe spaces. Yeah, exactly. Is he savage truly backed by a good quality product? What exactly can they tell him? Be more like us losers falling behind franchises? Yeah, exactly. Every European knows you don't fuck around with Eastern Europeans. I feel like this is the way. Here's the truth. Most people probably see this guy and they're like, yeah, he's right. Obviously, right? And like these weird losers with anime profile pictures that are probably living in their mom's house and they've never accomplished anything in their life, calling somebody who's made a successful multi-million-dollar selling video game, calling this guy a loser and telling him what to do or think. I'm pretty sure like most normal people see that and they're like just shut up, right? Like, what are you talking about? That was personal? Well, I'm just saying that's what it is. Feeling called out. Not every anime user profile was banned. I feel like, this is my honest opinion, people that don't use profile pictures of themselves in a lot of social media, there are two reasons for it. And if you're the kind of person that is like hostile and aggressive on social media and you don't use a picture of yourself, it's because everybody knows why. It's because people would make fun of you. So like you don't want to give people the ability to do that, so you hide behind a profile picture and talk shit about other people. Like Leafy? I don't know about Leafy, but like Leafy's been gone for years. But I'm saying in general, yeah, free ammunition, exactly. He's the antithesis of Twitter users. Yep, there we go. And for privacy, well, no, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying like if you don't use a profile picture of yourself and you dedicate the majority of your Twitter time to like complaining and getting mad at other people, I think the reason for that is because you're afraid of getting made fun of yourself. I do. Now, obviously, like I'm not saying this with like a person who like just follows sports and they keep up with sports. Of course, that's not true. But I'm saying with the people that do that, yeah, 100%.
Put up aim set, please.
And that was one of the best things. I said this like 50 times about Facebook, right?
Take feathers.
Is like whenever you used to argue with somebody on Facebook, you could pull up their Facebook and see they didn't graduate high school and they're working at McDonald's, where it's like, well, I'm not going to listen to this guy. This guy's a fucking retard. Of course not. So yeah.
Get away from
sports people do it too. Yeah, sure, right? But and I love being anonymous. Oh, I get it, right?
Meteor.
But I think it's important to think about why people do that. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro. There it is. So I don't take the risk on Twitter for that reason. Yep, you're right. Someone has to work at McDonald's? Yeah, but you don't have to fail high school. Karma, what's this? Anti-police activist begs the police to help her after she was robbed of U-Haul containing everything she owns in San Francisco. Defunding the police is good, actually.
We need this one, don't we?
Do
Yeah.
a whole lot less.
So you better kill it, just for safety reasons.
Hey guys, if you see a 26-foot U-Haul truck with the Arizona plate with whatever this is,
just don't loot it if you're a flyer.
It had like everything I own in it. It was stolen near the market, and U-Haul doesn't put, I guess, like locks on their trucks, and the thieves know that. Well, that's what happens. Anybody
safe.
If I ever hear somebody say defund the police, I immediately assume that their caliber of thinking is one step under what I originally assumed it was.
Get away from me.
So like if they were a 4, now they're a 3. If they were a 7, now they're a 6.
Meteor.
You cannot defund the police, okay? Like, here's the reality. If you actually defunded the police, all of the people's talking about defunding the police would be in work camps and slaves to the warlord that takes over and becomes the police themselves. That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, hell would break loose. Exactly. And they'd be the first ones on the chopping block, too. And so just keep that in mind. And take 15 minutes. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Educate the police. They need more training. I agree with that. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think police need more accountability, more training, and better quality insurance. I absolutely agree. But that doesn't come from defunding. It comes from better funding and better management, right? I think that you can easily think both things. It's common sense. So yeah, that's what happens. It's karma. It absolutely is. I think that I wish that we had something like this in taxes where you could opt to just, if you actually hate the police and you want to defund the police, you pay less in taxes. And they don't answer your calls. I think that'd be a great solution. That way all these people would effectively remove themselves from the gene pool very quickly, and everybody else who's normal and not an emotional retard would be able to, just kind of filter themselves out. Yeah, let's be honest. It could work. Yeah, natural selection. That's right. And it's natural self-selection in this circumstance. So yeah, what's this? Lady buys medication from Europe, $120 for a 3-month supply. She has to go there because her insurance denied her $500 for a single month out of pocket. Let me guess, these are inhalers.
This is 56 tablets of Ivabradine, 5 milligram. It is a heart failure medication. It comes from Sweden. Don't know if you can see that there, but it's coming from Sweden. It also goes through the UK and Ireland to then get here in America to me.
I'm gonna need a summon.
Your teeth are clean, good job! For a 3-month supply, which is roughly
The best way of doing this, Skip, is just asking for just for a summon. But I'm stuck actually.
Order it online.
I'm too competitive for that.
Just my doctor signing off on a note.
If you were actually competitive, you would do it to skip from and XNG is doing.
My
XNG is
insurance company
cheating.
here in America,
That doesn't count.
multiple different insurance companies that I've had and tried to get this medication through.
No, he's actually playing smart.
Real men
Here in
go the back
America,
way.
it would cost over $500 for a 1 month.
That is just stupid.
Over $500 for 1 month supply.
Yeah, this is insane. Like, some of people's insurance costs for, like, paying for medicine here is absolutely fucking crazy. It's totally a fucking scam. And it's been a scam for as long as I can remember. Where are you at, RFK? Well, this is the reason why people want to see somebody like RFK come in. It's that you can have somebody who's admitted to cheating on his wife, putting a dead bear in Central Park. He believes all kinds of crazy stuff. And none of that matters because maybe this absolute crazy man will get rid of this problem. That's it. He's going to fix all of it. And people are so out of their mind with like the way that things are that they will bring in anybody. It's like, okay, yeah, let's bring in Dead Bear Andy. Let's go. We'll see what happens. Isn't that Trump already? Well, I think the reason why people voted for Trump the first time was the same thing. They just said, we don't like the way the system's working. We want to break the wheel and make a new wheel. That's it. I think you're absolutely right. Disingenuous to call him crazy? I think he's said a number of crazy things, like, and he's done crazy things, especially like, you know, the notebook of like all the different sexual partners he had. And then like his wife killing herself after that. Like that was pretty weird and bad. Like, I mean, I don't have a one-dimensional opinion on this guy. I think a lot of other things that he says are really good, and I agree with him. Right? Like, there's not... People do not exist one-dimensionally.
I buy this. When I buy that medication, it costs me, like I said, roughly $120.
That's a lot of money.
It takes 3 weeks to get in here, so I have to order
That's an assload of money.
3 weeks in advance because of how long it takes
to
ship
need a new flask.
overseas to get to me here in America. Because my American health insurance companies refuse to cover it, and the pharmacies charge over 4 times
new flask
for a 1 month supply.
But it says 2 hours.
Compared to the 3-month supply I'm getting for literally 4 times less. And the shipping costs me like $10 additional.
Yeah.
And again, the reason I have to do this is because my insurance company denies it. They deny it. Even though my doctor has said, multiple different cardiologists has said that I need this medication because I cannot take beta blockers because it does lower my heart rate like I need it to, but it also drops my blood pressure, which my blood pressure is already low. So I have to take Ivabradine because it is one of the few medications that is unique in the way that it lowers your heart rate without touching your breathing, because I also have asthma, or your blood pressure. So it is medically necessary, and it is my only option for my condition for treatment. Deny, defend, and depose.
Yep, a lot of people are going to think this. Absolutely. She got so many issues. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are all kinds of fucked up, man. 100%. And anyway, sucks when your health isn't good? Yeah, absolutely. And I've always said that I think the private insurance and like the healthcare system's a fucking scam. I feel like everybody thinks that. But yeah.
Working on it.
Thank God I'm healthy.
Hey,
yeah, I know. Bad RNG? Insanely bad RNG. Actual selection? Well, no, I don't think that's a good idea either. More people than you think need medication? Yeah, all kinds of people are fucked up. Depose these ghoulish CEOs? I don't think that you should advocate for killing people that are not actively breaking laws. I think that's very dangerous. I know that a lot of people like to, they like to fancy themselves as revolutionaries. They like to think that. Now, I'll say this. There are a lot of people out there in the world that if somebody shot them, I would say it would probably make the world a better place. I would say that, and I'm not sorry. Absolutely. 100%. I think everybody knows this. But you can't go and you can't do it. You can't do it without a trial. You can't. That's not the way the world works. If you did that, then everybody'd be shooting everybody, And nobody could fucking do it. You could never relax. Because you just get shot constantly.
Going up.
Tank up.
So what's that? That's it. This is her own fault. She got Obamacare insurance? I don't know about that. Logically, there's someone in the world who's literally the worst. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on who it is, right? And what the reason is. Instead of being proactive for murdering people, you should be proactive to changing laws and benefiting society. Yeah, I agree with that too. I absolutely do. Yeah, the purge is a bad idea. And need a trial, but after that, I think we should go back to hanging him. That's a totally reasonable and totally fine opinion to have. But you can't go around and you can't shoot people because you personally disagree with the way that they run things.
That's dead.
You can't do that. Because if you could, not everybody is going to see things the same way that you do. There are going to be people who think that you are one of the people that is privileging. It's a privilege take. It is. It absolutely is. And if the people realized that about themselves, they'd stop saying it.
No, we just down.
Yep.
Just fixated.
New drone.
And all I think about Space Marines killing furries on about furries. That's it. It's for a cause. Yep. A lot of people believe that. I mean, you can. Well, you can, but you're going to get in trouble for it, right? I want to agree with not shooting people because it's bad, but rich people don't go to jail and get correct sentencing. You said this yourself multiple times. Then there is a legal process that you can go through to solve that. And also, you saying that you disagree with a court decision, there are a lot of people who disagree with court decisions. You still have to respect the decision. Imagine if we didn't have that happen.
Tank up.
If every time you had a court decision happen, you said, well, I don't agree with this, I'm just going to shoot them anyway. Well, this is not, I mean, this can't last. We can't do this. Yeah, everything could fall apart instantly. No, you can't have that happen. And I know that there's a lot of TikTok revolutionaries that believe like that, but unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. And in all the places where that is the way the world works, these people would be dead in 24 hours. Let's be honest.
Blue needs cover on
Going
spiders.
from Dark Souls 3 to Elden Ring, be like, oh boy, here we go. Let's see it. Uh-oh.
Let's see how you do.
Trying to run away from the Firelands.
You're going down. Let's go.
Man.
Someone get Vera up.
You should have brought the Majin Buu summon. Yeah, he would have beat him. Oh my fucking god. It's so true. Yeah, I know. It's really fucking funny. Pow World has removed the ability to summon pals by throwing pal spheres. No way.
One spiderling coming, guys.
Wait a second.
When do we load?
Let me close it. I want to make sure that the game is updated.
Stick up, guys. Also the hunters, please.
Yeah, we cannot get through.
No, I don't believe it. I don't. I want to see it. I want to see it myself.
Kiss cast.
Close, start game. Asmongold, start game. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. It's actually true.
Kiss soon.
Yeah. Look.
Wow. Kiss cast.
Holy shit. What about bacon? Yep, bacon's the same. What about this is my... Which one was it? This one's my pride and joy right here.
I got that.
Place a banner.
Can I still ride
Kiss
him?
soon.
Can I attack?
Kiss
okay,
cast.
well that worked. Oops, I threw a legendary ball.
That's not good.
I hit the wrong button. I thought it was Q and not E. Okay, that's the way it goes. Okay, so It looks like Pow World has officially been cucked. They no longer open things with the balls. See that? Wow. Nintendo actually got them to change it. Can you try to capture a PAL? You know what? Yeah. Let me see if they changed capture mechanic. That's a really good question. Yeah, I want to try that right now. Let's figure it out. Okay, starting. Let me log back in. Give me a minute. No ball? They haven't? Okay, let me check. No way they changed that too. Okay. Okay, wood is raining from the sky for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, just a minute.
Post to loot.
Okay, we've got to go, let's see. These are like, this is a high level area, so we're gonna leave this area just so I can capture something that's like really small. Okay. So we're gonna try to capture a really weak Pokemon. I mean, PAL. Sorry. I think there's some over here.
No one
I
rested.
love killing these. I'm sorry.
Just died on passing.
It just feels so good to kill them. Anyway, so let me get out. Okay. So we're gonna use a Mega Sphere right here. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I think they're in for a bad time. Yeah. That wasn't the issue in question, but yep, if you summon a PAL...
That's it.
You no longer have them spawn at the ball. Or you can no longer throw the ball and have them come out of the ball. Wow. It's actually fucking true. Holy shit. You can't position them? Yep, that's right. Oops, I accidentally removed this. I didn't mean to do that. Throw PAL cubes. Should roll them like bowling balls instead of remove them. Oh my god. Look at this. The range aspect is mechanically fun too. It's so stupid. Yeah, I know. I got banned for saying Pokemon. This is so retarded and an overreach of power for such a broad concept. How did Nintendo get away with these things? Well, what I think is very funny about it is that it's very clearly, like, everybody knows Pow World stole everything from Pokemon, right? They did. But, like, I don't really think that's a big deal. Like, they're not like, Pokemon stole a lot of things from Dragon Quest. Or is Pokemon getting sued? Is Dragon Quest getting money for that? Fuck no, they're not. That's the way it is. So I think it's ridiculous. Pokemon stole it too. Yeah, it's a different game. No, it is. So no, I think it's a very bad thing that Pow World did this. It is. Oh, here we go. An undead mummy from, what's this? Probably about 2,000 years ago. Wow, yeah, this is what happens. Every time an unearthed corpse is found in, like, the mud, and they're like, oh yeah, this was actually a man from the Stone Ages. Guess who gets tagged in it? You're right. It's me. And you know what? I can see why. I gotta say it. I can see why they're saying it. I can. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what this means, right? Am I like a vintage model of human that has gone out of production? And like every once in a while you see one happen? But like, yeah, it was like a very old school one. Yeah, it's an ancestor. Exactly. Yeah, this is my ancestor from like, 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. Yeah, I'm classic. Exactly. Grand Theft Auto developers, employees wish death on Trump family. I want to see the, I want to see the actual links here, right? This is just an article, and if people can't show me that, I'm not interested in looking at it. If you're cold, they're cold, bring them inside, and it's a bunch of rats, okay, fuck off. Perfect girlfriend. Oh. Oh, it's fake. Okay. Yeah.
看看这皮肤，看看这手，还挺有弹性的，抱紧我。
It got me. I'm gonna be honest, it did. It got me. Yeah. Fucking got me. There it is. Didn't see your blank? I guess so, yeah. Honestly, Elon's robot's getting good? Yeah. Holy shit, man. Where do you get one? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Wow. As soon as I saw the wrinkles in the fingers, I knew it. Well, I wasn't sure, man. I thought they could just be getting better at it. Yeah. It might still be a robot. yeah, that's the second joke. It's actually still a robot. And all they had to do is make good games. Right. So, where is it? I find it to be very funny that when I said that Ubisoft was cooked 6 months ago, everybody doubted me. Everybody told me that I was wrong. They said, no, that's not true. You're just making up bullshit. How about that? Who said that? On Twitter. they're trying to release a game that's kind of like Fortnite, right? It's like, oh, Fortnite
Oh, I
got
don't have the
popular, let's try
fucking
to release
mastery
another
gems on
game
me.
like it's
Anybody
some,
on the
you know,
action
like
house?
some people playing that instead. Ubisoft has multiple
Thanks.
studios. Well, what I'm saying
Holy
is
shit.
that they're publishing and they're focusing on too many titles. That's what I think is happening. And I think they're cannibalizing themselves. And I think that if Assassin's Creed Shadows was the only game they were working on and they were focusing on, it would probably be a very good game. And I think the same thing would be true with Star Wars Outlaws. But that's not what's happening. Elon's playing a monk in Diablo 2, Elon's playing a monk
mailbox?
in PoE 2, and he's sharing his nickname.
Mailbox.
My name is
Okay.
Monkey Business. I wonder how far he got. I'm actually really curious what level he is. Too woke and political too? Yeah. There's a lot of reasons for it, but I think those are some of the main reasons. That's what I think. Ubisoft is a subpar creator? Well, yeah, but like anybody's going to be a subpar creator when their attention is divided between 5 different products they're releasing all at the same time. Or within 1 year. Capcom releases a lot of AAA games and they all end up good. Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Street Fighter. I disagree. I think that Capcom releases much fewer games than you'd imagine.
For Balrog.
Capcom releases usually 1, if not
No.
2 games a year. And I think
so it's
Ubisoft is
Bellamy
releasing
instead of me.
something like 3 to 5 games a year. And Capcom also has been around twice
Okay, as long as he
Ubisoft
knows.
has. Like if you go to an old arcade and you look at the
we
side of the
established that
machines, they're going to say
last week,
Capcom.
but
Those machines aren't saying Ubisoft. They have been around for fucking ever.
I can switch it and
Capcom's been cooking. Yeah, Capcom's just better, and also it's better studio too. Like I mean, of course, individual talent and skill.
yeah,
plays a
it's
part
done
as
in the
well.
sheet.
That makes sense, right? Peak mail moment. I'm gonna throw a big rock in the water. That's a big rock.
Can I get a soul stone?
I'm marking the source menu.
I have like 1300 ping at the moment.
Nice.
Okay, then reload. We don't want you to
No, it's-
disconnect while doing.
It's not real log, it's the internet.
Are you from like a third world country?
No, but I'm thinking that the fucking ISP is buying hardware from a fucking third world country.
Oh my god.
But I thought
It
Sweden
gave,
was
you
a
know?
third world
Yeah,
country.
I guess so. Wow, Rocco
Oh, they
Splash.
got it off of
Well, I mean,
Wish.
I did stuff like this. as
Yeah,
a
most
kid.
likely.
Yeah, I fucking
Alibaba
love
or
it, man.
something.
What men
I think
want,
it's
I
called
guess so.
Timo.
Fred-
Timo?
Yeah, probably.
There's different
Timo is a champion
stores.
league.
Here are
There's Timo,
here are
there's
my new
Shane,
Trump
there's
perfumes and
Wish,
colognes. We call
Alibaba.
them fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
my
yes.
my mom
Us
uses
winning.
Timo.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I bought a headlamp
fragrance
to
your
my dad for
enemies
like
can't
3 euro.
resist. And isn't that Joe
And you haven't
Biden's
gotten
wife?
Panzer yet.
No. I mean, it
No
hasn't
way
come
he
yet.
tweeted this shit
Oh.
out.
I ordered a few days ago.
No. There's no.
Okay, it's 500 now. Should be okay soon.
Is that one of the features?
XNG for fuck's sake.
The funny thing is, it happened last week at the same boss also, I'd say, so maybe it's not the internet connection.
Oh no, it's fine. Now I can go.
Is it good now?
How is this possible?
Yeah. For like 5 minutes
This
and it's gone
timeline,
shit
man,
again.
Yes.
Yeah, as
it's
long
just
as you
don't fuck
soak
up
the
the
first
crystal.
crystal.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Man genuinely only cares about bettering his situation. The American people will be useful tools.
4.
Yeah, maybe, but it's gonna be really fucking funny.
1.
Oh my god. Jesus, this is nuts. This is the content president, guys.
It's all the way on the
Crystal
left.
to the left.
There are 4 more, like, keep in mind, he's not even in office yet. So think about how much more crazy shit is gonna happen in like the next, I don't know, like by next year.
First
Think
blade's
about
coming up.
how fucking insane it's going to be by then. Yep, just like last time. Exactly, man.
Inferno.
Oh my god, can't wait for the legacy media malding about this. They're probably not even going to talk about it. Why men are better at fighting? Well, they're just better. That's why. Jay-Z accused of raping a girl 13 with Sean
Same
Diddy
thing.
Combs more than 2 decades ago with a bombshell
bit.
lawsuit.
Oh,
Well, that
yeah.
sounds pretty bad.
The Inferno
What's
wasn't over
this?
yet, mate.
Well, it wasn't mine.
Hip-hop legend Jay-Z has been allegedly raping 13-year-old with Sean Combs. Bombshell, alleged victim, only identified as Jane Doe, leveled the disturbing allegation at the newly refiled civil lawsuit. The complaint was originally filed in October against Combs, but has since been amended to include Jay-Z. Carter, though, who lashed out at the allegations on Saturday, claiming in a statement that the alleged lawyer's victim refiled the complaint.
I'll take it first. I'll take it first.
Allegedly trying to blackmail him first.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll him off.
Well, it's hard to say whether something like this is true or not.
Dodge master.
But
Tonic.
Oh, wow.
Man,
should have kept my mouth shut.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I cannot fucking wait until they release these tapes. The girl claimed the alleged attack unfolded after she had one drink that left her feeling woozy, looking for a place to rest. I don't want to look at the... I don't want to read the description of what happened, but did something like this happen?
First hits.
I think that even if this one didn't happen, I think that there's like 50 others that did that we're going to find out about. Let's be real.
Shards.
You should have to put your name under these allegations. It's under Jane Doe now. She does have her name under the allegations. She filed the lawsuit.
I'll take it after DJ.
And if they go to court, she's going to use her real name. They're only doing that right now to protect their identity before the trial happens, for like witness protection. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna. That's not how it works. And so anyway, it's a civil suit. Why not criminal? I don't know. Maybe they think that they can't do it. It's outside the statute of
we might need a bit more of feeling on the millies.
So Jay-Z has a minor problem. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of people in Hollywood that have been having some major minor problems. I cannot fucking wait to see this. This has been a reckoning that is, in my opinion, probably 30 years, if not 40 years in the making. I am like, this is, it should have happened with Epstein, but the reality is that, you know, Jay-Z and Diddy, they're really popular and they're powerful people.
EX is dead, we need someone else to take.
But then there's Bill
crystal in the
Clinton.
front, the blue.
So,
just got tormented. Someone needs to take this off me.
There's a bit of a power difference there, right? I mean, it's just like, yeah, they're really, really powerful, but yeah, you gotta think about it. Like the people that are involved with Epstein, these are like Bill Gates and like Bill Clinton. Like these are people that fucking run the world. So no, like these guys are popular musicians. It's not even remotely fucking close. Yeah, rappers versus presidents. So it's not even close. And United Healthcare thoughts. I talked about it before. I'll talk about it more when more information comes out. But yeah. Well, this is the 100th. Man.
We have no soul stones.
Any yank?
Yeah, can do.
I don't even know what to say. Yeah, he's not wrong. That I do know what. Yeah, he's not wrong. Can someone explain? I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Come on, man. Can't we all replace all celebrities with AIs finally? Well, we basically did. I think Ricky said it very well. What was this?
Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity.
What's really funny about this is that he knows that it's not going to end with people clapping for him. Look at his face. This is Tim Cook, CEO of Apple. He's like, oh, Jesus, here we go.
You need to be better at
Tim the importance of dignity and doing the right thing. Made by a company that runs sweatshops in China.
Okay.
So Well, you say you work, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable.
Aren't
Apple,
cats
Amazon,
better at
Disney.
dodging than bears?
If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight,
34% dodge in cat and 42% dodge.
I just realized
Also,
that's
you should never go
exactly what I
cat because
said
the cat
about
can
companies.
get
If companies
linked.
thought that it would be popular, they would be promoting
Yeah,
white
I'm never
power.
in cat during this fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's not the suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
He's
try
completely
throwing
right.
something at a cat and at a bear and
Absolutely.
see who dodges better.
If you ever throw something at the bear.
No,
Well, the cat is
it's
like
just
9
a
lives.
common sense conclusion that
Yeah,
any
true.
reasonable person would come to.
Like,
It's like
use it as a
souls.
platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public
Yes,
about anything.
true.
You know nothing about the real world.
True.
Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your god.
Where is it? Where is it? Leo.
So,
Yeah, next to
Cut the
maybe.
tapes. Oh man. The man's not wrong. I know. It's so weird how celebrities try to self-aggrandize themselves. It's so obnoxious. It really is. And also, by the way, there's nothing wrong with what celebrities are doing. What's wrong about it is when they go and they try to turn it into thinking that they're good people and looking for like brownie points in the public. That's the issue in trying to tell the public what to think. The idea is the idea is fine, right? You want to take money from whoever pays the most? Sure, go ahead. But don't ever fucking lecture me. Later night, one lady did exactly what he was talking about. Of course they do. Watch the whole speech. How long is it?
Don't we need him up?
3 minutes. 2 minutes.
I
Next
never
one.
watched this.
Yeah,
I want to. I've seen like 1
Just get
minute
away
and
from the
2 minute
crystals.
clips, but I have
right away
never
from
seen the
crystals.
full thing.
there
And
a reason
I
why
think
Sima
that
is taking the
in
Infernal
honor
Blades?
of the
I died.
beginning,
So,
guys,
Cata
keep
was
this
dead.
in mind. The
Already? Yeah,
beginning
sure.
of the end for a lot of
I'm
people
resting.
in Hollywood. I think it's a good time to watch it.
Hello and welcome to the 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais, thank you. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so...
You know what? I think he's been right, hasn't he? They didn't invite him back after that, did they?
You need another
They didn't.
rest.
No, I didn't. Yeah, he was
Ah,
right.
I
I wonder
just need
why.
some- a
What
few
could
seconds
it
to go.
possibly have been?
I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. NBC clearly don't care either. 5th time. So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets.
I only
Hello?
see
That was,
Boondocks and
by the
Joker.
way, that was so stupid.
Aren't it
So
today?
fucking stupid. That Kevin Hart drama.
The Hollywood Foreign Press can barely speak English, and
Yep.
they've no idea what Twitter is. So I got offered this gig by fax.
Well, you did
So
give him a
let's go out with a bang.
9.2K
Let's
beacon
have a
flight.
laugh at your expense. shall
Yeah,
we?
I
Remember,
accidentally,
they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no secret.
Guys, they're just jokes.
We were switching to shots.
It's just we're just joking around. Like it's just What do you mean?
Cool.
Just a prank. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, remember that. But you all look lovely,
Yeah.
all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush. It's a.
Look at their faces. It's a minute in. Oh my god.
Daughter,
Oh,
I feel sorry
no.
for. Okay, that must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her.
Uh-huh.
And her dad was in Wild Hogs, so lots of
Actually,
big
amazing,
celebrities
yeah.
here tonight. I mean, legends, icons. Yeah, look at this table alone: Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. But Baby
Around the
Yoda.
box.
Oh, that's Joe Pesci. Sorry. I love you, man. Don't have me whacked. But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year.
Shards.
Ilknytte. My wall is up.
Did you just...
It was a
Then
big
I
year
will need
for
a
paedophile
backup.
movies.
Just let me get
Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes.
We thought it was a big year. We thought it was.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, no.
Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So...
He's right.
Just go away
He's
from the
right.
crystals.
They are racist. We all know that. Everybody knows that. It's not like this is a secret. What are you getting mad for?
Fifth time.
Yeah.
So we were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It just, no. It was mostly white people, and I thought, nah, not on my watch. So maybe next year. Let's see what
Well,
happens.
if they wanted, actually, I'm not gonna. You know what? Let's not take another vacation. Let's not.
No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay?
Oh, wow.
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein.
So this guy never got invited back after this. Oh, he did?
Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Kanda only got healing from Dumox and Joe.
You had to make your own way here, in your own plane,
Oh
didn't
my
you?
God.
Right, but seriously, most films
it
are
is a
awful,
bit,
lazy,
fragile.
remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice.
On the 2 first shots.
I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then.
I never even watched that.
We got a bit behind on stats.
All the
on
best
first
actors have
shot.
jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore.
It's actually just gotten worse. Like this is crazy to watch this from a few years ago and to see that it just got worse.
It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know he'd win that.
Melise,
Scorsese,
try not to
the
get
greatest
for your
living
poor
director,
stats.
made the news for his controversial comments about the Marvel franchise. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he? It's tiny.
It's true.
Right. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing.
I saw part of that movie. He's right. It was a good movie. They do occasionally make good movies nowadays.
It is dead.
It happens.
Inferno.
I feel like
My
though
wall is up.
the chances of getting a good movie now is so
The wall
low,
doesn't help on
and the
Infernos,
only
by the way.
opportunity that we have to getting a
Infernos
good
has
movie is
Just on
if
Decimation it doesn't.
it's like a super well-known, well-established director. Like,
Step
because
away
if
from
you
the
don't
crystals.
have the like, because people don't want to take a chance on some random guy, right? Yeah, Christopher Nolan, Scorsese, somebody like that, right?
Did he buff
yeah,
Baylor?
then they'll take the risk. But otherwise, Tarantino.
No.
Yep.
It was. It was great.
Thanks, Slayer.
Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by
Just
the end,
trying to
his
figure
date
out.
was too
So
old for him.
it's completely impossible for you to heal on tax, Plushy?
No, I can do since seems to
That's
be needed
crazy,
since
wow.
two druids can't have him up. I'll keep him up.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I wonder.
So, get Strangel on the millies though. Let's see how that works.
I need
I mean,
a
we got three
I gotta
people on the
admit, he doesn't
first
even
shot.
give a fuck. That's funny.
Yeah, I know, but having
Even
two healers
Prince
on the main
Andrew's
thing
like,
should
come on,
be
Leo,
enough.
mate. You know,
Push.
you're nearly 50, son.
As you can see, it's
Yeah.
Not when it's
The
druids.
world got to see James
it's
Corden
only
as a
hot.
fat pussy.
Yeah.
It's literally not true.
He was also in
That's
the
what you
movie
see
Cats,
constantly taking
but
druids to spend way more.
No one saw that. And the reviews, oh, shocking.
That
I
was
saw
the fat
they
guy
should.
that tried to shit on
You get this up?
what's his name?
Yeah.
One of the baldies.
Yeah, but between the hits,
Patrick
it's like
Stewart.
10% healing I get from the
Bro,
hops.
this guy tried to, like Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart, by the way.
one that said,
Yeah.
this is the worst thing to happen to
ass?
cats
Yeah.
since dogs, right?
Yeah, and just make sure
But
having
Dame
your
Judi Dench
healing
defended
rain
the
on the
film,
millies
saying it was the role
almost
she
all
was
the
born to
time.
play.
Also on the
Because
first
she,
crystal.
I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg, and licking her.
Just mute the entire thing?
Furball.
Oh
She's
my
old school.
God.
It's the last time, who cares? Oh. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah.
I am so sick of all of these streaming
Hey,
services.
let's try to survive the 2 first shots.
How many of you guys originally paid for maybe Netflix and Amazon, but now you're pirating again? Like, I was fine paying for Netflix. I was fine paying, like, okay, Amazon, all right. But now it's Hulu, and Apple, and then there's Disney, and then Peacock, and then, oh, fuck, bro, like, YouTube Premium. I just, what the fuck is this?
Superb drama
my
about the
God.
importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an
Which,
award...
by the way, they would. I think this absolutely would be. I think he's right. He's totally right.
First blade coming up.
Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything.
It's not
You
even
know
a joke.
nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win,
This
right,
is the year she was like
come
16,
up,
by the way.
accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and so
Thank you.
Man.
it's already 3 hours long. Right, let's do the first award. The first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a television series, musical or comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly. What can I say? Jennifer Aniston
Blade
and Reese
coming up.
Witherspoon.
What can I say?
Fair enough.
This was this was really funny. I don't know how I didn't watch this
Most
when it came out,
I can do
but it'll be really funny
Not
to
this one, or-
go back to this
next one.
and to look at whose reaction is what after Diddy goes to trial. I think it's going to be really interesting
take it.
to see what happens. I wonder. Cat Williams actually predicted this. He did. And the thing is that
Oh, you're starting on the
everybody
next one?
hated
Yep.
Cat Williams and people were shitting on him.
All the way to the left.
But it turned out that he was right about everything.
Next blade coming up.
Oh, come on, Guido.
Yeah, he was actually right about everything.
As well.
The whole time. Oh my
Can
god,
somebody
yeah,
else take
Cat's
it?
out of the bag now. And you're right, he didn't predict it. He
Yeah,
knew
doesn't
about
matter.
it
Okay.
himself.
Heals
That's a
him
really
up
good
full.
point. Yeah, definitely. He's going to be vindicated so hard. I know, man. And wow, where are people shitting on Cat Williams? I think that they just didn't want to hear him saying shit like that about people, right? Cat was actually more honest than Dave Chappelle. Well, I think that like the way that you want to talk about it, I feel like Dave Chappelle just doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Like, I don't see Dave Chappelle doing anything with other celebrities anymore. Like, I feel like he just does his comedy show. I don't know if he's married or not. I don't know if he has a family. I don't know what his opinions or views are on anything. Like, he just goes and tells some jokes, and then he fucking leaves.
Decimation.
Decimation, Cata takes
Yeah,
first hit.
I think that's great. Amazing. Keep doing it. You're doing great.
Sima tanking.
Yeah, long-term wife. Good for him, man. Good for him. He has kids. Got a lot. He lives in rural Ohio on his farm. Wow.
Funny.
Damn. What is this here? Russian prankster hangs a picture of Putin on an elevator and films the reactions. Uh-oh.
Так, друзья, обрадуем жителей данного подъезда. Повесим Владимира Владимировича прямо в лифт. Так, ровненько.
Gluing a huge portrait of Putin. Uh-oh.
Отлично, кажется. Так, теперь устанавливаем камеру, чтобы никто, не дай бог, не украл.
To the left. Can you jungle
Decimation blade, Cata takes first.
The fuck?
Jungle and someone else?
No. That was out of range.
No. That one. Take it. Oh, please, even if we have those side-shifting things, please don't run.
There's cameras in
blindly
his
through
eyes.
people.
He's surveying us.
It's kind of an overkill.
Wait a minute. I want you guys to read it.
It was not only you.
This is horrible.
A few people.
Okay, so at some point, Flushy, you have to help out on the torment.
I already am. But as long as it's not the tank, since I won't be able to get stacks.
No, it's EX died, but only getting heals from Boom.
After it was released.
Yeah, was tormented at the same time as well.
You know, they're like, well, who is
So it
that
doesn't do
guy?
much.
Who is that guy? Yeah. Where are they
Didn't
now?
he also have a lot of stacks there?
10, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't 13 yet at least, so.
В смысле серьезно?
It's really hard for me to get a gauge on like what Russian people think, because you have like a massive smokescreen of propaganda, and you also have a lot of political suppression. So it's really hard for me to know, like, what do Russian people really think about Putin? What do they think about, like, you know, the war in Ukraine, etc.? Because, like, a lot of them, they might have opinions on it, but, like, those opinions are informed by, like, just propaganda, right? So, like, you know, it's like North Koreans, right? Like, okay, well, you know, you're being fed state propaganda all the time and being told that everything is right. I don't know. I'm actually really curious. I have no idea.
Go, and you might want to fix your gear. 14%.
Oh, that's enough for one wipe.
He's probably fighting the war in Ukraine now. Oh, man. Yep, they sent him over to Ukraine. He's trying to look and see if he can take it down. Uh-oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is in Ukraine? I thought they said it was in Russia.
Shards.
Fuck this bullshit. Yeah, they said somebody said this was in Russia. In the elevator. Yeah, where is this? It's yeah, I don't even know. It is in Russia? Yeah, I have no fucking idea. What's this here? Yeah. Oh, I can't be I can't read that one. Sorry, guys. Let's see what the next one is. Triggered WoW players.
Inferno.
Like, you guys can't, by the way, you can't post things that could get me in trouble. I understand a lot of you guys think it's funny, but you can't do it. You can't post things that violate the terms of service on Twitch.
Yeah, it was
That's been a rule for a long time.
Get out of
Away from
Okay.
the crystal. Just wipe.
It's not my rule. It's just the rule on the website. That's the way it is. Lame but understandable. Super lame. Super annoying. Super dumb. And super real. Sorry. I gotta play the rules. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Triggered WoW players.
Get a bit
What
back,
is this? Actions taken, account suspended, Melania Trump was permanently renamed or is going to be renamed. Violation, inappropriate name. Yeah? That violates the name conventions. Political rage bait. WoW has always had a naming policy in place that prevented players from using famous people's real-life names. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, you actually are just dumb. Yeah, I'm just being honest. Like, you're actually dumb. Like, you broke the rules.
If you
You
want
got
to repair, maybe.
I
Job,
broke the
you might have
terms of
some broken
service and I
pieces.
got in trouble. What? How could this happen? What is this? Can't name? Yeah, guys, you can't use like celebrity names and stuff like this, man. It's not the way it works.
All I'm saying is if that Britain is going to become a woke dystopia in which the police will literally come and arrest you for ridiculous things, really petty reasons for things that are just completely inconsistent, inconsequential, and utterly nonsensical, I demand a better quality of Gestapo. Okay?
Yeah, they really don't do a good job. He's right.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, the UK, I mean, like, this is what's really crazy about it, is, like, I've seen some of this myself, and the UK is...
Shards.
I could not imagine living there. Isn't Sargon washed up? I don't know. I'm just, like, I think he's right about that, you know? It's fucked up here. I can't imagine, like, it's so insane.
All I'm saying is if that Britain
is... there it is.
Blade's
It's
coming up.
so insane for me to think that in Europe you can't actually speak your mind and you don't actually have freedom of speech. Like that's astonishing for me to imagine. But that's the way it is. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, he's on second one on next one.
Shards.
No,
No,
he's on first one on...
okay.
No. He's on first one on the next one. That's
So this one?
Can't fall
No,
off?
next
Yeah,
one.
it's nuts.
Next one.
Sim
You
not
can't?
tanking.
Well, you obviously can't. That's why people are getting arrested for tweets.
Tony.
First blade coming. Second blade
Shards.
coming up.
Right in the middle.
Estimation
I'll start
blade.
on it. I'll start on it.
Takes first hits. Sima tanking. Healed Sim at the full.
Move away.
Healed Sima.
Shards.
They blow on the left.
Go away from the crystal, swipe.
Decimation.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Crazy world they got going on over there.
Feast.
Glad to be an American, I'll tell you that. UK is not part of the EU. Oh, yep, you're right about that. That's actually true. Yeah. Point's still the same. There's no freedom of speech in EU? Yeah, I guess not. You got chat wound up? Well, the reason why is the Europeans don't want to admit that they can't say and have certain opinions and express certain opinions. They don't want to acknowledge that because it's embarrassing and it's shameful. And so they want to be like, oh, well, no, that's not what it is. It absolutely is.